Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Ginger Fox here, and I am going to be reading the rest of the comments that you guys have. Or I should say, I'm going to be reading the comments that you guys have asked me. We'll start with Crazy Elf. What made you want to create content? So the reason why I want to create content was because I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos of Markiplier, the big famous YouTuber Markiplier, and Jacksepticeye a lot when I was younger. And I used to watch, then I started getting into like other like YouTubers. And I was always a big fan of horror games and stuff like that. So when I seen like a lot of YouTubers play horror games and even like different games, it always was interesting to me. So when I found out that you could stream on your PS4 when I have it, so I didn't know at the time that you could stream on your PS4. I just got to play like cool games because PlayStation had like cool games that you could play. But when I found out that you could stream on YouTube with PlayStation 4, I got excited because this was like my time to shine, and I really wanted to do it as I got older. It just seemed like it was super fun. But the main reason why I like doing it is because talk to people while I'm streaming is actually really fun because I met a lot of people on here on YouTube, right? And I met a lot of friends on here. So that's the reason why I do enjoy content. Like, it is fun to stream games too, but like I like talking to a lot of people around the world because it just shows you like how many people have channels and like how many people like to play games and stuff just like me, you know? So it's like it's interesting to do. I had no question to ask, but to tell you you are awesome, which I replied to that. That was really sweet. What's your favorite part of making content? I would definitely say talking to people while I'm streaming. That's definitely my favorite part. I do like socializing with a lot of people. So, and to get away from real life too. I mean, we all play games to get away from real life. I mean, that's just a natural thing, and you can't blame us for that. I mean, life can be a struggle at times, but when you play games and stream and talk to people and stuff like that, it's fun. Like, streaming a game is fun, but like talking to people while you're doing it is better because you get to meet new people, like I said, right? So that will always be my favorite thing about making content, in my opinion. Well, I got cool dude. Well, I got two questions. How did you start your channel, and how did you come up with your name for your channel? So I started my channel, well, my first channel that I created before this one. But that was when I first got my PlayStation. So it was like, oh my god, that was like, what, like 2020 or something like that? 2019, 2020. And so basically, what happened was, I wanted to start it after I found out that I could stream on PlayStation. So I did. I created my channel. I created it on YouTube, and then I found out I could live stream on YouTube. So I created my YouTube channel first and made sure everything was fixed up and properly first before I started streaming. Same thing for the one channel I have now. I just fixed up my channel, created a new channel, and went from there. And how did I come up with my name for my channel? So I'm a ginger. I'm an actual ginger in real life. I adore foxes, so I wanted to add that into my name. I had different names before this name currently now for my YouTube channel, but I adore foxes, so Ginger Fox was just something that stuck with me, and I just went from there. Like, I just created like the words in my head, and I was like, well, I'm a ginger. What can I put with ginger? And then I was like, I do love foxes, and foxes are orange too. A lot of them are pretty orange. Some of them are orange, right? So I was like, I do adore foxes, so I'll put them two together, and then it just worked. It just worked with the name. I don't know. It's something about it just worked with the name, and I never want to get rid of it now because I'm glad that I made that, because it just, something worked when I made my channel name. My question is, what's your favorite sport? I say my favorite sport would probably have to be basketball. I always loved basketball, especially in high school. I kick myself in the ass now for not like going and like playing basketball, like girls basketball and stuff in school. But I did enjoy playing it when we did like have like our gym classes where we had sessions to play basketball, and I used to play a lot with my brother too when I was younger. We used to play basketball a lot, so that was like one of my favorites. Um, Ritual Lodge. Where can I go in Canada for a good time on a holiday, for coffee places and food, for luxurious meals that don't blow the bank? Ritual Lodge. That's a hard one because it depends on where you're from. It's gonna cost more. So like, say for example, if you're like from far away in America and you travel to Canada, I mean, you gotta pay a lot just to travel, right? So, but there's one place that I find that's not like overly expensive, in my opinion. To travel. See, it's harder for you though if you're in America, right? Because it's gonna traveling costs a lot. So I mean, you had to make sure you have like a good amount of money before you decide to travel. But there's one place that I find that's like not overly expensive. Well, I'm not that far away from it either, to be fair, because that's where I live. But so like where I live, and if I travel there, it's not super expensive because I'm still in that province. So Prince Edward Island. If you live in Canada and you travel to Prince Edward Island, it's not overly expensive in my opinion. And also it's like an amazing place to travel to. Now for luxurious foods, Quebec does have like luxurious meals and stuff like that, but it's expensive when you're like further away. So it's kind of hard to answer that question honestly because I'm some of them places I've never been to, but I know that they have luxurious meals. And for coffee places, like the main coffee place that's popular in Canada is Tim Hortons. Um, and well, Starbucks. You can get Starbucks here too, but if you never had Tim Hortons, I highly recommend trying it if you ever do travel in Canada. But like I said, when you're further away, it's gonna blow your bank if you're traveling. I mean, you have to be prepared for all that. Um, but I don't think Prince Edward Island, in my opinion, is that expensive. Same with Nova Scotia. Traveling to Halifax, Nova Scotia, it's if you live in Canada, it's not that bad. But you know, so anyway, that's the best way I can answer it, dude. Like I can't tell you like what can't blow your bank because a lot of them places I haven't been to, I don't want to tell you to go there in case it do blow your bank. It'd be a different story if you lived in Canada, you know. But if you don't, it's kind of it depends on how much it will cost to get there and stuff too. Like I can't promise you anything, right? But that's the best way I can answer it. Do you have pets? Uh, for Sweet Wolf Steve, do you have pets? How did you get your YouTube name, and what did you get? What made you get into YouTube? So first one, I do have pets. I have my black cat Midnight that I have shorts and videos of on my YouTube channel. He's my only pet I have at the moment. Two, how did you get your YouTube name? So as I was talking about earlier, I am a ginger, so I put that in my name. And I am a big fan of foxes. I love foxes. They're just one of my favorite animals, so I put that in there as well. Because I think when I made that name, it worked. And even my PlayStation name, I have it Ginger295 Fox. So I mean, it's common for what I have. So it just worked. I don't know, just something about it worked when I named it. And then like now for my YouTube name is Ginger Fox Clan. So we're all clan and I'm the Ginger Fox. So it's kind of like it works. What made you get into YouTube? Watching a lot of YouTubers when I was younger, actually. I used to watch a lot of YouTube a lot when I was younger. I watched a lot of Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, other YouTube streamers. Some Twitch here and there, but I was mainly like on YouTube mostly, you know. And I learned like how they play games and just like admire how they are in real life, and like just admire like how much fun they're having games and interacting with people. That it was something that I wanted to try, and now I have the time to do it, which I got my wish that I wanted to do, so I'm happy about that. I just wanted to stream games and just interact with people, and I got that, so that's mainly what I wanted in life. So I got that. So I'm happy about that. And it's nice to interact with a lot of people, like I said, because you meet a lot of people around the world. Katie Player, do you live in if you want to live in another country, what country do you want to live in? I have no idea. I don't know if I would per se move to another country if I could. Um, I don't know. I honestly have no idea. There's a lot of places I wouldn't even specifically know if I could live somewhere. You know, it's kind of a hard question to ask because I don't really exactly know how to answer that one right. But I appreciate the question though. That's I had to think. I don't know. I mean, if I could live in America, even though it's different from Canada, I might give it a try somewhere. I don't know where to in America. I wanted to visit some places in America, but I don't know if I would settle down there. You know, it's kind of hard to explain the answer. MXT Gaming, how do you feel about visual novel games, and do you have a favorite? Respect. Well, there's one game I have that's kind of like a visual novel game, and it's probably like the only one I have played so far. I don't know, actually, but it's basically kind of like a visual novel game, but it's probably one of my favorites that I have played though. And it's called What Remains of Edith Finch. If you haven't played that game, play it to understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's probably one of my favorite games that would be close to visual novel games that I do enjoy. And thank you so much for the respect, dude. Crazy Alf, what's your favorite game series? Mine's the Batman Arkham games. I think my favorite game series would definitely have to be the Walking Dead Telltale series. They did an amazing job with that game, and I think it will always be my favorite, 100%. And a lot of the Telltale games, I'm gonna be honest, they're like my favorite. Crazy Train, winter or summer? Definitely summer, because I have enough of winter. We have enough winter here to deal with that. I get tired of it really quick. I prefer the heat. But as always, guys, that was all the questions. Very nice video, dudes. And everybody was so polite and so amazing for the questions. So thank you so much for asking me these questions. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Love you all. Bye bye.